Well, first of all, then, in the context of the season, must win tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just that time of the year. High stakes football. Most games this time of the year are a must win. So still only 3 points, so we kind of got to keep it in perspective. But yeah, we definitely know that, like we said, there's more at stake at this time of the year.
What's not happened in recent weeks that was happening? 3 defeats from the last four, 4 from 6. What needs to change for the final 2 matches of the season, if not more, clearly, in the playoffs?
I think there was, some encouraging signs, especially second half against Stockport. Playing against top of the league, good opposition. I feel like we, definitely were a bit more solid. Only conceded a penalty as well. So I'm hoping that we can kind of take the positives out of that game and go into it there. In terms of the season, obviously, had a very up and down season just in terms of continuity in the team, whether that be injuries. Obviously, the managers change as well, which is always going to be difficult for any team. So I think that with the challenges we've had to face this year, we've done as well as we could. So I think taking everything into perspective. Luckily, obviously, we worked hard for it. We had a really good start of the year, which helped us to ultimately be where we are right now. So, just kind of being positive. I think we're still in a position to get promoted, which was the goal at the end of the day. So it's just about seeing that through now.
It has been extraordinary, hasn't it? For reasons you couldn't even have imagined at the start of the season, and that's let alone none of the injuries, including your own, have been short-termers.
Yeah, exactly that. I don't really know how many teams in this league would have coped with the injuries that we'd had. I remember at one point we had maybe about 8 injuries, so players that would possibly be starting or at least fighting for a starting place. And like I say, that's a testament to the lads, to the whole squad as well, to the management team as well. Coping with all the adversity that we've had. So it's just one of those things where when we look at the season in totality. Of course, we can be disappointed as to where we were and where we are now. But I think we can obviously be, also proud with, how we've all kind of banded together to get to where we are. So, like I said, we've got 2 big games now to hopefully, get us over that line and into the playoffs.
Because there's that kind of cliche and psychological angst that, all these things have caught up with you. How do you kind of sort of park that and go, you know what? No, it's just about Torquay tomorrow.
Yeah, because that's the truth. It is, all about Torquay tomorrow. I know, like you said, it is a bit cliche, but the truth is, again, tomorrow's still only 3 points. It's not, a double head, a big game where you get 6 points or anything like that. It's still only 3 points. So, as big as it is, we still have to put it in, its rightful place. Where it's just another game. Still going to be, 11v11 men on the field. We're just going to work and battle to win the game. So. I think keeping it in perspective helps us as well, just to be more focused and just to, like I said, keep it into the right perspective, pretty much.
Does it have any bearing on the contest that they, well, for a few weeks really, but they had designed on the playoffs, didn't they? That's obviously now not mathematically possible. Does that change things?
Doesn't change things for us. It might change things for them. Obviously, like you said, football's a psychological game, and sometimes you can think that okay, it's better to play teams that aren't fighting for anything because you might think they're already on their holidays and whatnot. But sometimes it works the other way. Sometimes players play better under less pressure and they're freer, and sometimes they play better. So obviously we can't control that. All we can control is how we play tomorrow, and that's how it is with every single game, really. So with all due respect to them, it doesn't really matter how they're coming into the game, whether they're were fighting for playoffs or they're not now. It's all about what we do on a day, really.
Just finally, do you look forward to stuff like this then? Because if I was to say to like the 12-year-old you could play in a fairly run-of-the-mill game or a game that has utmost importance on it, which one would you pick?
Oh yeah, no, definitely pick these kind of games. The atmosphere playing in big games is like the thrill, the joy, like it's amazing. So it's one of those things where, of course, it's nerve-wracking, especially before. It's more nerve-wracking. To be fair, for me, I find it more nerve-wracking when I'm watching it than playing, just because I feel like I can't affect it. I can't really control it. If I'm watching us play, I'm a nervous wreck. But when I'm playing, it's not too bad. It's okay. It's one of those things where, like you said, it's something you work in your whole career to do, and it's the kind of pressure that you enjoy. You want to have pressure of succeeding rather than just having your whole career just kind of playing nothing games and meaningless kind of matches. So something that the whole team are relishing really, and we're looking forward to obviously doing what we can.
Brilliant. Best of luck tomorrow.
No
Thanks
worries.
a lot.
Thank you.
Morning, Manny.
Morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You've had quite a up and down season, haven't you, with managing your injury? Has it been frustrating season for you?
Yeah, it's been really frustrating, really difficult. I'll say mainly just because, like I said, I'm worse when I'm watching. It's really difficult when I know that I can't really do anything to help the lads, to help us achieve our goals and whatnot, because I know how hard we all work as a team, and obviously I know the abilities that I can bring and what I can do to help the team as well. So I get frustrated with myself when I'm not able to do that through injury. I would definitely say it's been frustrating. I'm trying to not be frustrated because there's still a few games of the season left, so it's not necessarily time to reflect fully on the season yet, as I'm still in it. But yeah, as you've asked me and I'm reflecting, yeah, it's been quite frustrating. Yeah.
Have they actually got to the bottom of what the injury is?
I had a calf injury, a niggling calf injury that had been reoccurring. So it was like a nerve issue. So I've had to address that through just loads of rest that I've had, adjusting my training schedule, and just doing a few different exercises to kind of alleviate that. And so far so good, touch wood. Yeah, it's been really good. So yeah, hopefully that's the end of that now.
We hope so anyway. How are the team injuries going? Lots of people coming back now.
Lads are slowly coming back. Obviously, again, it's quite difficult because when you come back from injury, sometimes you're susceptible to another injury if you don't manage it quite well. So obviously, because it's that time of the season where you kind of need as many players as you can to, obviously, for the gaffer to pick from, it's quite tough for him, obviously, to decide whether one player is fit enough to go or not. It's obviously good for us as a team to have more options as well, more competition for places, and every player in the squad's good enough to start on the weekend as well. So only give us a better opportunity to succeed.
Having injured players coming back must be good for team morale, though, mustn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to see, faces that you've seen work hard over the weeks and months, trying to get back to fitness, train again. So it's definitely good for all of us. Obviously, we're always happy for all of us have had injuries, so we know how it feels to go through, the same old routine and going to the gym, same old exercises. So always happy when one of our teammates come back.
With 2 games left to go, do you feel you can get over the line?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if we didn't believe it, we might as well not play and just accept that we've lost. So we definitely believe we can. We know the quality that we've got in the dressing room. Obviously, the gaffer as well, very experienced. And we've got trust in the whole team and the staff as well. We definitely know that it's something that we can do, and it's something that we're aiming to do as well.
Every player has a favourite position to play when they play several positions. What's yours?
I'm not too sure, really. I'll probably say I'm the only player that doesn't have a favourite. I just enjoy being on the pitch, to be honest with you. I'm not really too sure about a favourite. I'm quite confident in my abilities, so I like to believe that wherever I play, whether it be more attacking midfield or defensive midfield, I can affect the game for the better of my team. So I wouldn't really say I have a favourite, in all honesty. I'd probably say, if I was to actually say, maybe playing a number 8, so kind of a bit more box-to-box type midfielder, a bit more freedom to go forward. I'd probably say that. Probably just edges it a bit. But in general, I just love being on the pitch. Wherever I am, I'm happy.
Well, you've got Torquay tomorrow, and on current form, people might think they were the favourites. Do you think that form table really goes out of the window at this point in the season?
I think form is always obviously it's a good indicator to see how teams are going, but just like anything, form form changes on how you perform on the day. So we could win tomorrow, then our form changes. So it's all it's not really as important as people seem to make it out. All that matters is tomorrow, how we approach it, how we prepare, and how we play, really, regardless of how good someone's form is. No one ever wins a match on form. So everyone builds their form through winning games. So it's one of those things where even though their form is better than ours, it doesn't really mean anything to us.
Well, what are you expecting from them tomorrow?
I'm just expecting a battle. They're always a tough team to play against. We were very unlucky to not get the win here. We played them earlier on in the season. And like you said, they definitely had playoff ambition, so I'm sure they're going to be licking their wounds and probably doing everything they can do so that we feel the same as them and trying to not get us in the playoffs. So it's going to be tough. It's always tough playing against them, but yeah, we're going to rise to the challenge for sure.